Howdy, and welcome to the Mighty Mo Chuck channel. As a Chuck. So, how far back can you remember? What's your earliest memory? Were you age 2? Were you age 3? Were you age 4? Were you age 5? Were you age 6? Were you age 7? Is there something wrong with you? You got amnesia where you can't remember back before you were age 7? Or maybe you just read on Google the top of their search results. You think, well, I can't remember back before age 7 because that's what Google tells me I can't remember. No, Google says I can't remember before age 7. Therefore, I cannot remember before age 7. That's the way it is, man. What Google tells me, that's what I believe. That's what I believe, man. I think it was Chelsea Clinton. She talked about a memory she had when she was 3. And the people in social media and the regular news media, you can't remember back when you were 3. No, you can't remember, girl. You're just confused. You can't remember back when you were 3. You're either confused or you're a liar. Now, understand the social media loves Chelsea Clinton. The elite media, they love Chelsea Clinton. And yet, even she was ridiculed for saying that she remembered something from the age of 3. She was ridiculed for it. She was ridiculed for saying that she remembered something from the age of 3. But yeah, she remembered something from the age of 3. It's possible. It's possible to remember things back to when you're 2 years of age. It doesn't matter what Google's telling you. Google says you can only remember back to about when you were 6 or 6.5. Something happens to your brain at age 7, and you develop a type of amnesia, so you don't remember back when you were so young. No, that's what Google tells you. Google's wrong. Their top of their search results is wrong. Just like when they call somebody a bigot or a racist, the top of their search results often is just just wrong. So they've done a scientific study where they do images of children's brains, and so they can kind of see how the brain is working. And these scientists have done this study. They say that the earliest childhood memory, like I've been saying, I was saying this before I read this article, is age 2. That's how far back I can remember. Well, actually, I can. This is where you're going to say, Jack, you're just insane, baby. You're just insane. You don't really remember back before you were born. Well, actually, I do. I mean, it's through dreams. But yeah, I remember when my aunt died. I was still in the womb. Actually, I was outside the womb. I was walking around playing with other people on the other side. But yeah, I can remember back when I was still hanging around with my mother. I was waiting to reach the point to be born, but I was outside the womb. I was around her. I was with other people that was also around her, and we were hillbillies. I mean, it's not like I was because I can remember back before I was born. Oh, I'm special. I was part of this group of elite souls. No, we were hillbillies. And so before I was born, I had an aunt, and she died, and my mother was with her, with the aunt, that died, and it was a great aunt. In other words, it was my mother's aunt. Great aunt. I guess that's the way it goes. But anyway, yeah, I was on the other side, and I was with my mother, and now mind you, this is recollected through a repeated dream of that memory. But yeah, I saw my aunt rise up out of her body, and there was one of the people that was with me, this little sweet lady. She said, "Now don't scare her. She's gonna be scared when she dies. Don't yell boo at her." No, she didn't say don't yell boo. She said, don't scare her. She's gonna be scared enough as it is without you doing something that might alarm her. So yeah, I remember back that scene. And before that, I remember, and this is something my grandfather told me a lot later. But actually, this is something that I dreamed about at times, and it was my grandfather going across a bridge, and it was storming, and the water was up on the bridge, and he was having to drive a truck across the bridge, and yeah, I remember on the other side doing my best to guide and protect him while he was crossing that bridge. I was there with him. I was doing my damnedest to make sure he made it across that bridge. Okay. Um, and then later he told me the story about how he went across the bridge, and it's something I'd previously dreamed about, and that was another memory of before I was born. But normally, normally, your earliest memory is around age 2. Now you can do self hypnosis or hypnosis, and you can go further back to past lives and what have you. To the degree that that's totally reliable information, yeah, I'll agree. It's iffy. When you do self hypnosis or regular hypnosis, the information you get, it can be iffy. It can be. That's true. It can be iffy. But now, obviously, of course, if you really can't remember before age 7, you can't. I mean, and if you can, you can. Don't doubt what other people are saying when they say they remember so and so back at so and so time. They probably do. Don't automatically doubt them. May the memory be totally accurate? Well, that's subjective. Um, you either remember or you don't remember, though. But when somebody tells you they remember something, like Chelsea was saying she remembers something when she was age 3, it is what it is. When I was, have I lived this same life more than once when I was doing those videos? And a lot of what I was dealing with was memories that dated back to when I was 2 years of age, 3 years of age, and then I was going forward from there. It was what it was. Yeah, I did remember. Don't care whether you believe me or not. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I do. I do.